there'll be a break in between the game, 3+2 time control. Then, if it's a tie again, there'll be 5 versus 4. There'll be drawing of colors, yeah, so has to be determined. Therefore, they'll play one game where white gets an extra minute, black gets the draws. Yeah, everything pretty standard. Yeah, we still have a bit of a sort of a mistake on a big screen, right? So the time control is not 1 hour 30, but 15 minutes plus 10 seconds. As soon as the game's gonna start, it's going to be fixed. And I'm guessing, since I'm kind of doing it, kind of co-hosting today's stream with myself, right? And we have 2 games. I'm guessing let's try to concentrate on one of them. If it goes kind of too slow, too boring, then we might switch to the other. But for the time being, I believe that will be the game we'll be focusing on. So Mamedyarov against Vincent Keymer. It's quite an interesting, way to this tiebreak, right? Shach only won 1 game, right? And basically that's his one and only win in the entire Grand Prix, right? He made all draws in Belgrade in the second stage, and now, well, I think our camera just got blocked entirely. Alright, so Shach only won 1 game. Keymer, after a disastrous performance in the first Berlin leg, this time he was much more convincing. Won against Daniel Dubov, lost to Shach, but then in the last round yesterday he has won against Lenier Dominguez. Okay, so, and as you can see, the time control has been fixed. Mamedyarov chose to open with d4, c4, and after knight f6, e6, he went for g3. G3, bishop b4 check, knight went to d2, and then d7, d5 was the last move. So potential transposition to the Catalan with bishop b4 check. Knight takes g4. Shah actually went knight e5, so he's not interested in a b5, helping black develop. A b5, once again, a reminder, would probably be answered with bishop e7. So knight e5. Now, I wasn't sure from the player, so you not only like you see those lines, but you understand the thought process behind it. Kind of. Yeah, and Mamedyarov similarly finds another tactical solution. So after bishop e8, bishop e5, knight d7, he does not capture the rook, but rather the pawn on c6. After knight e5, he captures on e8, and here we go. I think he's just completely winning. I don't even know if it makes sense to continue with black, because rook's hanging, knight's hanging, rook b8 doesn't really... Knight d3 check, okay. What's here? Knight d3 check, and rook g5. Ah, okay. Bit awkward, right? A little bit awkward, but should be good enough. I mean, if you just take rook f3, and I mean, you could go to b1 even. Oh, he captures with the queen. Interesting, yeah. So to have c3 square for the king, right? After rook f3, I mean, he can take on e6 as well, but he could also just go king c2. After recheck, go king c3. He's a piece up after all. So Shah's winning, and I wonder if Wesley wins, because here Keymer will be white, so perhaps still a chance to equalize. If Wesley wins with black, that's pretty... And Shah won his game, yeah, Shah won game 1, and Wesley is winning game 1 as well. It'll take him a little bit of time, but honestly, I don't see what white can do. King, yeah, let's get the other game on the screen. It's